I can hear the bells of Dublin in this lonely waiting room, and the paper boys are singing in the rain. Not too long before they take us to the airport and the noise, to get on board a transatlantic plane. We have nothing left to stay for, we have no more left to say, and there isn't any work for us to do. So farewell, you boys and girls, another bloody flight of earls. Our best asset is our best export too. It's not murder, fear or famine that makes us leave this time. We're not going to join McAlpine's Fusiliers. We've got brains and we've got vision, we've got education too, but we just can't throw away these precious years. So we walk the streets of London and the streets of Baltimore, and we meet at night in several Boston bars. We're the leaders of the future, but we're far away from home, and we dream of you beneath the Irish stars. Island and the lady in the bay, and Manhattan turns to face another Sunday, we just wonder what you're doing to bring us all back home, as we look forward to another Monday. Cause it's not the work that scares us, we don't mind an honest job, and we know things will get better once again. So 1,000 times adieu, we've got Bono and you too. Now all we're missing is the Guinness and the rain. So switch off your new computers, because the writing's on the wall. We're leaving as our fathers did before. Take a look at Dublin Airport, or the boat that leaves North Wall. There'll be no youth unemployment anymore, cause we're over here in Queensland and in parts of New South Wales. We're on the seas and airways and the trains. But if we see better days, those big airplanes go both ways, and we'll all be coming home to you again. Yes, we'll all be coming home to you again.
I joined the flying column in 1916. In Cork with John Moylan into Prairie with Dan Breen. Arrested by Free Staters and sentenced for to die. Farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee mountain boy. We went across the valleys and over the hilltops green, where we met with Danny Lacey, Sean Hogan and Dan Breen, John Moylan and his gallant men who kept the flag flying high. Farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee mountain boy. We trekked the Wicklow mountains, we were rebels on the run. Though hunted night and morning, we were outlaws but free men. We tracked the Dublin mountains as the sun was rising high. Farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee mountain boy. I'll bid farewell to old Clonmel that I never more shall see, and to the Galtee mountains that oft times sheltered me, to the men who fought for their liberty and died without a sigh. May their cause be ne'er forgotten, said the Galtee mountain boy.
Oh, Sullivan's John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. You've gone with the tinker's daughter, all along the road to Rome. Oh, Sullivan's John, you won't stick it long, till your belly will soon be slack. Up along the old road, with your mighty load and your toolbox on your back. I met Kate Coffey with her neat baby behind on her back strapped on. She'd an old ash plant all in her hand for to drive the old donkey along, inquiring in every farmhouses along the road she passed. Oh, it's where would she get an old pot for to mend, and where would she get an ass? There's a hairy ass fair in the County Clare, in a place they call Spancel Hill, where my brother James got a rap of a hames, and poor Paddy they tried to kill. They loaded him up in an old ass and carters along the road to go. Oh, bad luck into the day, I roved away for to join with the Tinker Band. Oh, Sullivan's John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. You've gone with the tinker's daughter, all along the road to Rome. Oh, Sullivan's John, you won't stick it long, till your belly will soon be slack. Up along the old road, with your mighty load and your toolbox on your back.
On the banks of the roses, me love and I sat down, and I took out me fiddle for to play me love the tune. In the middle of the tune, oh, she sighed and she said, "Are Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you lay me?" Well, when I was a young man, I heard me father say that he would rather see me dead and buried in the clay sooner than get married to Annie run away by the lovely sweet banks of the roses. On the banks of the roses, me love and I sat down, and I took out my fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, oh, she sighed and she said, "Are Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you lay me?" And now I am a runaway, and soon I've got to know that I can take a bottle or can leave it alone. And if her daddy doesn't like it, he can keep his daughter at home, and then Johnny will go roving with another. On the banks of the roses, me love and I sat down, and I took out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, oh, she sighed and she said, "Are Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me?" And when I get married, it'll be in the month of May, when the leaves they are green and the meadows they are gay. Then me and me true love will sit and sport and play by the lovely sweet banks of the roses. On the banks of the roses, we love and I sat down, and I took out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, oh, she sighed and she said, "Are Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me?"
Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and the glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as could be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress, my trade's a memory. and I courted Peggy Dignan, as pretty as you please, a rogue and a child of Mary, from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham, she took away my soul. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. The years have made me bitter, the gargle dims me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the Met have gone, the Royal long since pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of my town. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages that spring up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare.
In the town of Ballybay, there lived a lassie dwelling. I knew her very well, her stories were the telling. Her father had a still, he was a good distiller, but when she took the drink, sure the devil wouldn't fill her. Me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me ring-a-ding-a-tabby-o, me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me whack all the tabby-o. As she had a wooden leg, it was hollow in the middle. She tied a bit of string on it and played it like the fiddle. She fiddled in the hall, she fiddled in the alleyway. She didn't give a damn, she had to fiddle anyway. Me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me ring-a-ding-a-tabby-o, me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me whack all the tabby-o. She said she couldn't dance until she had her wellies on, but when she had them on, she danced as good as anyone. She wouldn't go to bed till she had her shimmy on. When she had it on, she'd go to bed with anyone. Me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me ring-a-ding-a-tabby-o, me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me whack all the tabby-o. She had lovers by the score, every Tom, Dick and Harry. She was courted night and day, but still she wouldn't marry. Then she fell in love with the fella with a stammer. He tried to run away, she hit him with a hammer. Me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me ring-a-ding-a-tabby-o, me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me whack all the tabby-o. She had children up the stairs, children in the byre, another 10 or 12 sitting roaring round the fire. She fed them on some spuds, soup made of nettles, lumps of hairy bacon that she boiled up in the kettle. With me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me ring-a-ding-a-tabby-o, me ring-a-ding-a-dong, me whack all the daddy-o. But she lived a sheltered life, eating pottage and white pudding. She terrorised her man till he up and died with sudden. When the husband died, she was feeling kinda sorry. She rolled him in a bag and she threw him in the quarry. We ring-a-ding-a-tong, we ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, we ring-a-ding-a-tong. We whack for the daddy-o, we ring-a-ding-a-tong. We ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, we ring-a-ding-a-dong. We whack for the daddy-o. Town in the county down one morning last July. Down a boring green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. Oh, she looked so sweet from her 2 white feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Sure, the coaxing elf, I had to shake myself to make sure I was standing there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped and I shook my head and I gazed with a feeling rare, and I said, says I, to a passer-by, who's the girl with the nut brown hair? Well, he looked at me with a smile, said he, was the gem of Ireland's crown. She's young Rose McCann from the banks of the Banjo, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. Travelled a bit, but I ne'er was hit since my roving career it began. And fair and square I surrendered there to the charms of young Rose McCann. With a heart to let to no tenant yet did I meet with a shawl or a gown. But in she went, I asked no rent from the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, sure no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down.